Good morning. Happy day 4 of Vlogmas. I never fail to impress myself with how long I give myself to get ready. I'm washing my hair after my meeting. It's okay. They'll be just fine with seeing me with dirty hair. It's okay. But I'm going into my last supervision meeting before I graduate. But I have literally 5 minutes to get ready. So, yeah, I never fail to impress myself with how long I give myself after I get out of bed before my meeting starts. So, yeah, pretty much gonna be showing up like this. I'll put a little brush through my hair and put some lotion on my face, but, you know, hopping out of bed in the morning, this is what it looks like. So, you know, always keeping it very real with you guys here. But I'll see you after my meeting. I made it before anyone else.
See, we've been locked in a room all morning because the cleaning lady was here. Let me outside. Let me outside. Let's go out, babes. You gotta go potty? Go see how it feels out here. It's a nice cold Florida day again. There's a carrot in my way. Can somebody come get it? Hey, come get the toy. Get the toy. Yes. Move it out of the way. Yes, thank you. Okay, it's still in my way, but it's better. Thank you. Good girl, honey. Good girl. Are you gonna go potty? Are you gonna go potty? It is such a beautiful day outside. Our chairs are a little messed up right now, and we washed that cushion, so it's sitting weird, but a beautiful day. We're really busy over here prepping for class, as you can see. Very, very busy. My sweet little baby. She's like my best friend. She follows me absolutely everywhere. Like, Lily is a total sweetheart, but she doesn't follow me around like Honey does. You love mommy? Yeah.
First day of school. First day of school.
My last ever day of school. Ever. Count, what do I want to say?
Count your blessings.
No,
Read them and weep.
no, keep me accountable for that. I'm not going back to school. No more degrees. I'm done. Master's is it. This is my last class. How you feel, Michael?
I feel like the sun is.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. I was going to say it for you because I was so sure that you were gonna say it. It's so exciting to be finishing up. I had my last supervision this morning, my last class today, and now we're driving our, 35-minute, which turns out to be like an hour and 10-minute drive to school, which I can assure you that Michael is looking forward to not doing, which is, I understand.
On the other hand, this is the last ever day that I get to sit on that college campus and Uber Eats Korean food.
You're doing that again today? I heard that our teacher is getting us, our professor is getting us Chick-fil-A.
Well, am I getting Chick-fil-A? And I'm getting
no.
Korean food.
Well, you're not a student, so as much as you would like to think you are. We had a pretty busy work day today, and I feel like the day flew by, but here we are, and we don't get home till like 10 p.m. So we're gonna leave you on this note today, I think. No, we're not.
Give the people some words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom from an almost therapist. Everybody needs therapy.
Huh.
And that's not like a business thing. Like, a lot of people don't understand.
Everybody needs therapy. Find me.
Yeah, make sure you
Your
employ
local
me. No, I think the thing is like, a lot of my clients don't realize that like therapists have therapists. Like, we're all in therapy. So
it's like a never-ending chain of
Yeah.
therapy.
Yeah, and everybody wants to know who the master therapist is. Like who what do you call that in the video game?
What?
When you get to the boss, you know?
Boss?
Yeah, the final boss. Who's the final boss therapist? I'd love to know.
That makes it sound like whoever this person is like a villain. Like the final therapist.
No, they're just the therapist of the therapist of the therapist, like all the way down the chain.
Man, and you can't be therapist for your own therapist, so it's like a weird network of...
Yeah. It's quite interesting. Another thing that I want to say about therapy is that a lot of people settle for therapists that are not a good match for them, and I have had clients tell me that their therapist fell asleep on them in session and like is mean to them or passive aggressive, and I'm just here to tell you that's not normal. If your therapist falls asleep on you, like please report them to the board or something, or like yeah, could you imagine that? I would be so offended. And like, as a therapist, I understand you gotta get your money, but like if I'm at the point that I'm gonna fall asleep, you're not being a good therapist and you should not be doing the session. You should be canceling it. So, you know, the ethics in the profession, I mean the ethics in the whole world. Like, are we surprised? Really? Wow, these people like went super fast up to the crosswalk and there's a mom pushing her stroller across and they like slammed on the brakes and let her go, but they were like...
I think it's because they noticed that I stopped in their peripheral vision.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, I'm rude.
And they were like, oh God.
Lordy. So, I guess... So, since we're not going to be home until 10 p.m., we will leave you with a little tour of walking into school, maybe. Because I haven't wanted to show exactly where I go into school.
You say tour funny.
Tour.
Take me on a tour.
We will give you a little tour because I haven't wanted to show exactly where I'm going to school just for safety reasons. Everybody knows where I go, but not really like when or exactly where, you know. So maybe we will show you where I've been learning. I've actually really enjoyed my program a lot. I think that the professors there, especially the ones that have been there forever, are so great, and I feel like I've learned a lot in the last 2.5 years, which is good because I'm in charge of your mental health now. So if you were scared about that,
yours specifically,
you never know. You never know who's watching this. I could be in charge of their mental health.
Could even be Santa Claus. He's always watching.
I'm not gonna breach confidentiality, but I'm not saying that I don't see Santa Claus. So
then you really need a therapist.
Santa's not real?
No.
Oh.
You heard it here first.
You know, I had a girl. You wanna know how I found out about Santa? I was on the playground in like 2nd grade, and this girl told me about Santa being my parents and that her parents lay naked on top of each other all in the same day.
I don't think you can put that in the video.
Yeah, I can.
My God.
People want to know these things.
No, they don't.
They do. And you know, I'm sure that was a very interesting day of parenting for my parents.
Demonetized.
For saying naked?
We're not monetized.
They were just laying together.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, that's how I found out about Santa. How'd you find out about Santa?
I think my parents just told me.
How old were you?
Like 20.
You are really gullible, so I could see that for Michael it would be at like an older age. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna have to ask my parents about how they explained all of that to me.
Naked on each other?
Well, no, not specifically. I don't want to get into the intricacies of that, but
You're a dirty dog.
I have nothing. It's not my fault she did that to me. And then she came to one of my birthday parties and spit gum in my hair.
Oh,
If this girl's watching, hi.
you know who you are. You know what you did to me.
I even remember her name. Like, she was what I called a good friend back then. My parents will know her name immediately. She really left a lasting impression on my family. Also,
Am I the drama?
thinking of memories of, you know, my younger self. The crush, my very first crush, got stuck in a tree at my birthday party.
Stuck in a tree? Did you call the fire department?
My dad had to get him down.
With a ladder or like?
I don't really remember. I just remember he got stuck in the tree.
So if you're wondering what the point of this video is, it's the moral of the story is if you can't get out of the tree, don't climb it.
It's a smorgasbord of joy.
What? Was that English?
You know what I think? What was the word you used yesterday on our walk?
What?
When we found that hole in the ground?
A chasm?
I've never heard the word chasm before. Is that an engineering thing?
No. A
Never.
chasm is like a divide between two pieces of land. Like,
It was in fact a divide, and if you want to see what we're talking about, go to my Instagram and watch the short, not short, on there, it is a reel that is about really big dreams, and we're going on a walk in the park, and we find a chasm.
chasm. That makes it sound like that whole explanation you just did, I feel, is like longer than the reel.
Well, maybe they want to see what it looks like.
And then let me know if I said the word chasm correctly, because
Oh, please, you just want them to validate you.
if I just wanted validation, I would Google it. Which I could.
Okay.
And probably will.
Well, we'll give you a little tour to end this video, but I'm going to sit here in silence for the rest of the ride because I'm gonna have to socialize when I get there, and I just need a minute,
When
you
the
know?
camera's not rolling, the mouths are...
I talk all the time. I just talk the whole car ride, and Michael says nothing, and I just keep talking, and I say hello every once in a while. So,
You know how many brain cells it takes for me to drive? Nearly all of them.
all of them are firing. But anyway, the talking doesn't stop usually, but I'm like a very outgoing person, but I also need to recharge, and right now
I'm something of an introvert.
I need to recharge. Michael is a lot quieter, and he's napping at a
What's that
stoplight.
noise?
That's fine. I don't know what that was. A car?
Somebody just...
Skirt. Okay. Goodbye.
Or I'll leave the audio on it. Chaos. The last time down this hallway.
That's pretty crazy.
We had our first class together and our last class together.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And this is the nice construction that never got finished. Here
We got the
outside,
bathrooms back.
it kind of, they still have the purple stuff on it though. This is the beautiful outdoor space. What if I left this as the narration on the video? I think it feels good outside. Karen went to the beach on that super cold day.
I did. I went with my camera to see if I found something. It was so cold, nothing was there. But I just kind of like enjoyed the wind and like